Hey everybody, Scott here, Half Bath Brewing. It's been a very long time. I thought I'd give a couple of quick updates, kind of show you what I've been working on. One, I haven't been brewing in probably a year and a half to 2 years. Back in September of 2019, I started a keto diet and I've lost about 90 pounds. I am still going, trying to lose more weight. Everything's going very well. Due to the fact that you have to cut out carbs, I've not really drank any beer. I've had maybe half a dozen beers in the last year or so, year and 3 months now. I have decided I want to get back into brewing. I miss brewing. It was a great hobby. I have all of this equipment, and so I thought, hey, let's go ahead and spend some time kind of getting the brewery in shape first. A little history of the brewery. Originally, I brewed out in my garage. I started with extract. I think I did 2 extract batches and then went and built an all grain kit with coolers. Actually, after a couple of years of brewing in the garage and not liking the winters in the Midwest here, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna spend the money and get a electric brewing setup. So I went out and bought a Blichmann Brew Easy. It's a nice little system, especially when you're getting started in all grain and electric, and you want something that's kind of more high end than just your coolers. When I got the Blichmann Brew Easy, I was originally going to put it in the garage, and I have a 240 volt outlet out in the garage, but I couldn't really get to it. There was too much stuff in the way, and so I thought, the other problem with the garage in the middle of the winter is that I can't run water out to it. I have no water in the garage, so I couldn't use a hose or something like that. I was afraid it would freeze. I didn't want to run any plumbing out there because I don't have a heated garage. Plus, I don't have a heated garage, so I thought, well, let's do it inside. And at the time, I had this half bathroom that really needed some work. It had a broken toilet. It just wasn't, I just never used it. So I thought, hey, you know what? It's right next to the dryer. I can unplug the dryer, run a GFCI plug to it, and set up the Brew Easy in here. And that's what I did. And it worked great. I've had no issues really. There's not a whole lot of space in here. It is, like 4 foot by 8 foot, I think. It is a tiny little room. I had a problem with the exhaust. I had to put in some exhaust. For that, I used a hydroponic exhaust fan, like 400 or 500 cubic feet per minute. It just wasn't enough for this little room to keep up with the steam. And so other problems that I've had was not happy with the efficiency of the Brew Easy. So it was, I think, 69 or 70%. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to build a 3-vessel Herm system because I was used to my coolers, and my coolers got way better efficiency. The temperature sometimes was hard to maintain in the cold weather. So I thought, I'll get an extra kettle, use the mash tun from the Brew Easy as my HLT, put a Herms coil in it, put an electric boil coil in it from Blichmann. That was fun, cutting holes in that. I learned all about hole punches. I bought a 20-gallon G2 kettle to use as my mash tun, and it's a good system. It works great. I had some issues with that because, as you see here, I'm using this metal table for the HLT and mash tun, and the metal table works fine, except for my boil kettle is at a different height. So what I've done, what I want to do is I've taken everything out of the brewery, and I want to kind of give it some love. So the main thing is I wanted all the kettles the same height and low enough that I could reach in from the top. The other problem that I have with the 3-vessel system is that the hoses, I have hoses everywhere. And then if I'm going to switch from this kettle to that kettle, or I need to take it from the kettle to the fermenter, the pump is doing all the work and moving all the liquid. The problem is that I have to disconnect hoses and reconnect hoses. So with this rebuild, I want to plumb that out. I want valves and three-way ball valves and T valves and L valves and all that good stuff. I just, I'll hook up all the hoses and then not unhook a single hose until the brew day is done and I'm cleaning up. So that's my plan. I'm going to hopefully bring you guys along for the journey if I remember to get the camera rolling. We'll see how this goes. Thanks. Bye.